Greetings, Leo, and welcome to your divinely guided rune reading here for the week. Jumping on in, for your energetic path. I don't know what that was. This is the rune Nalthis. It sounds a lot like now this, because you're going down your energetic path here, and now this tree fell across your path, or this log blocks your path, and now this happened, and now that happened, and you have a need, you have a constraint, you have a limitation, you have a flat tire, your paycheck was late, or something happened, a need, constraint, limitation happened in your life. This is balancing out wants versus needs, perceived limitations versus actual limitations, fears about boundaries, things like that. So this is very much calling you to thoroughly address this before you can continue on your divinely guided path. So you could either be blessed or presented squarely with addressing needs, constraints, limitations, or having your needs, constraints, and limitations being met in your energetic path here. Please take what resonates here, Leo, and leave what doesn't. I venture to guess, though, it's a little bit of both, isn't it? It's always a little bit of both here in the past. We could, if we look deep down and we're honest with ourselves, this is a little bit of, it can go both ways. So in your energetic now, Leo is Othala. This is about that stability. Remember, the runes are going like this. That's at the bottom. That's very stable energy to build your structure off of. So this is like your legacy, your like inheritance, what you're leaving behind. So this is, I like to contend with the thought of, is it transitory versus perpetual? So what do I mean by that? Is it something that's short-term or something that's long-term? Something that'll last like a generation or two, like money, or something that'll last 7 generations or more, like pay it forward, like a paradigm or a healthy mental practice or spiritual belief or something like that. Right? So this is about building your legacy. So needs, constraints, limitations looks like you're changing this into your legacy work, your stable foundation, your kind, or maybe you're using this energy, your stable foundations, to address these needs, constraints, limitations. So regardless, in your energetic near future here, Leo, is Theresa. So I interpret this as Thor's hammer. Mjolnir is that lightning quick strike. Once it starts swinging, you can't stop it. So that's a thorough swing. This is a very thorough energy, grounded, divinely guided, and always, always, always very, very thorough with the energy. So this is being honest with yourself, doing the work. Now, the hammer can build, it can destroy, or it can protect. The choice is always up to you. So needs, constraints, limitations, and your legacy work here, I think you're doing a little bit of building, protecting, and maybe even a little bit of like clearing the path. Maybe a little bit of destruction is necessary. Everything in moderation, everything in balance, though, right? But this is thoroughly committing to your legacy, like committing to, like, you're presented with this constraint or something that, like a roadblock in your life or something that's maybe confronting you with, like, okay, what am I leaving behind in this world? This can sometimes be even interpreted as like, okay, midlife crisis energy, or like a Chiron return energy if you're into the astrology aspect, right? But now you're like wanting to thoroughly commit to this, like you've done your research, you've done your due diligence, and now you're wanting to follow through with that on your path, which is beautiful. So what's your your influence for the now is an Awaz. Awaz is like the yew tree, or the yew branch, is Y-E-W. Now that's very flexible, very durable wood, very strong wood. This is also from the world tree, known as the world axis. So this is like the world's axis rune here too. You can picture it spinning on there near the squirrel that's in the middle on that in the Norse pantheon. I forget its name off the top of my head. But it's like you're the squirrel being here, and you're balancing the information between the condor and the serpent, and you're going back and forth, like making sure that balance between head and heart, or that balance between thought and manifestation, creating and shedding with the old, like the cycles.
Greetings, everyone. I'm Eric with Your Essential Practice, and I just want to interrupt really quickly to thank you for all the likes, comments, and subscriptions. And even if this message does not resonate specifically with you, it may resonate for somebody else. So please go ahead and share that with them if you feel so inclined. Thank you so much. Namaste, and let's get right back into your divinely guided rune reading.
Right? So that's the energetic influence. What's your advice for the now? Solito is beautiful. This is like shining in your authenticity. This is the star, our star, the soul, the sun. Solito is like that natural vitality, natural success, very lucky energy, very like the Midas touch. Like you can do no wrong, like anything you can touch, right? Not saying that you're invincible, but this is your advice, is to shine like the sun. So everything that the sun's light touches, it's blessed, right? If it's treated with reverence, if it's at like a safe distance, right, it's given like all these beautiful energies, right? Too close though, or mistreated, it gets burned. So this is something like the sun just is what it is. You're called to be like shining like the star that you are as well, just being in your authentic self here, Leo. Lead with your fiery heart star center, right? So this is really beautiful, being in your authentic vitality, strong centered self, leading by example. So the sun shines on everything and everybody without any judgment, without any reservation, hesitation, anything like that, right? So just embody that, be present with this energy. You're in this really abundant energy right now, so just be authentic. And whatever you do it authentically, and do it in a way that is protective of yourself and your legacy, but it also nurtures others. Yeah. In your outcome here is Feihu. Oh gosh, this is awesome. This is cattle, wealth, abundance, aspects of abundance being enhanced in this position, especially. Feihu is literal. So this is natural vitality, like an abundance of that, and like an abundance. It could be wealth and lucky energy, right? This is a lot of legacy work that you're doing, facing the needs, constraints, limitations, being flexible, being durable, maybe, or called to be that. And you're really just called to be yourself. That sometimes that is just standing firm, shining like yourself. And you're blessed with this beautiful abundance here in the future. This is great. This is now cannibal, or excuse me, cannibal. Cattle, Fehu here is more that tangible type of wealth, but I like to also challenge people with, okay, what is abundance? What is that real abundance? So that real legacy you're leaving behind. Is it an abundance of wisdom, or is it money? All right, and you're contended with that. We all have that to answer for. And then you with this abundant energy, this beautiful blessed energy, like it's gonna grow. You're gonna start off just shining like you, and as you grow, you're gonna branch out. Now, here's the message with Fehu as well. Here, Leo, is that you're on your divinely guided path. This is your divinely guided path. But as you get more cattle, you have more responsibilities and options and distractions, right? That can lead you off of your divinely guided path. You can get like focused on something else and lose track. And that's it happens to all of us. When you look behind, like, oh shoot, there's my path. You can see clearly where you left off, and that happens to all of us, right? That's fine. But you still have this abundant energy that you can work with here. If you notice that you maybe do make a misstep or maybe a little bit of a wrong choice that led you down a wrong path with your abundance that's not quite divinely guided. It's okay. You can always course correct, right? Because you have this very abundant energy here in your energetic outcome. This is beautiful. Like, I think it's dependent on how authentic you are, how healthy this legacy work is that you're doing. Yeah, divinely guided path. You're going to have that abundant energy and all that like momentum to be able to thoroughly address whatever's in your path before you on your divinely guided path. That's awesome. Awesome stuff here, Leo. Let me know in the comments below how this all resonates here for you this week. So we're going to be using the Runic Tarot deck for a card of clarity this week. We haven't used Tarot deck in a while, so let me know in the comments below again how this is all going for you for this week. Divine, please show us clearly what message of clarity do you have for Leo for their divinely guided root reading. What message of clarity, Divine, do you have for Leo? Whoop, there goes one card. Let's see if I can pick that up real quick. All right. Nine of Cups. Yeah. This is like an emotional abundance, celebrating with your clan. This is celebrating in the joys and the successes of life, the abundance, the emotional fulfillment, feeling like your cup is full, and being able to share that. Here you see even the rune Soilo here. So this is just reaffirming that energy. So you can like focus on sharing that and shining like your cup is already filled, Leo. This is beautiful confirmation here for you. Namaste. Have a blessed and abundant week.